Hey! Oh my gosh, thank you so much for coming today. Gosh. I know I'm so glad you came. I know I shouldn't. You told me last time to study before the day, it was before the test, but I'm honestly so glad you came. Yeah. I just, gosh, like I woke up and I was like, oh wait, the exam's gonna be tomorrow, and I haven't studied at all. But I have everything. I have the textbook. I have the lab journal. Maybe there's something in there, and I have my notes. I did actually take notes in class, which is funny because you're supposed to review the notes after you take the notes. I know. I just my brain was like so far away from actually studying, but I do the homework, so maybe that'll make me, a little bit better than just nothing. Yeah, okay, great. Yeah, he did say a lot of it was going to be just like stuff that we had done in the homework, so I shouldn't be going completely blind. Yeah, I have the notes. Let me see if I can find them. I think yeah, because you were going over stuff in like the digestive system, I remember. Yeah. Where's that? Man, if only I could find it. Okay, I swear I did indeed take notes. I promise. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, the first thing, it's just not looking too great. I told you I took notes, but they're not, okay, you're only looking at the doodles. That was in the beginning of class before you started, like, teaching. I know, but I did focus whenever it became time. I promise. I told you. But yeah, I have, all the notes here. So we could start I guess we should start from the beginning, but it kind of feels a little off. I did like get like coffee. I'm so sorry, I completely forgot to offer you any. Did you want some? I know I was kidding, the day just started, but like never too early or too late for a cup. Oh, you're right, you're doing that like caffeine cleanse thing. So none for you today? Okay. How are you doing so far on that? I know it's kind of hard. I do it on and off, but most times I end up coming right back to it. Going a little rough. Well, you're on day 4. They say it gets better after the first week, and then like you neutralize out. Yeah, that's what they say. Okay. So the first thing I have written down is path of fiber through the digestive system. That sounds about right? Yeah? Okay. So it starts in the mouth, and then it goes to the pharynx, in the esophagus, and then the stomach. I almost said large intestine. I'd be skipping so many steps. I know. I got it, I swear. The stomach and the small intestine. I did indeed learn that this unit. I thought it was large and small because I was like, it can't immediately make it into but I guess that's how that works. It was really small and then large. I had no clue. I thought it was just like small intestine and then it opened up for the colon and then boom, poop appeared and all that stuff, but guess not. But yeah, small intestine, then the large intestine. Let me to recite it back to you without looking at my notes. I just told you I haven't studied, but I guess since I just read it. Let's see. Mouth, pharynx, esophagus, stomach. Come on, I told you I hadn't studied. So unfair. Stomach, small then large intestine, which also is colon. You know? Gosh, always here to challenge me, I see. Okay, I know this is tomorrow. I should be reviewing. Fine, forgive you. And we have his definition of a hormone. It's also kind of, this is one of the few classes where you can't really use, like, you can't Google anything because you have to use his definition. Because if you use, like, the actual long Google definition, it's not right. Or, like, the fill in the blank will be different. And so, yeah, you gotta use, like, stuff. Hey, there's... I see you rushed out to get here. Yeah, I'm so sorry. I knew that you would come because, like, you've basically been, like, saving me, like, this whole year. But, like, hold on, there's, like, just something, like, right in your hair. Just a bit. There you go. Just some fluff, that's all. Okay. What was I on? The definition of a hormone. A regulatory messenger? That just seems like something he wants us to memorize. Yeah. You're just memorizing it? Okay. I'll look at it right before the exam and hope to remember it. Yeah. Like, I know. We should be, like, deep in studying and all that, but I'm just so thankful that you came. I really was worried about it. Yeah. So glad you came. Oh, you're glad I asked? Oh, well, I guess I didn't really think of it like that. I guess you would like to, feel like a valued friend and all that. Yeah, friend. You're a really, really good friend. Yeah, glad you came. Focus. Homeostasis. The space between the upper and lower. Wait, hold on. Okay, he gave us a full definition, like, later. Homeostasis refers to maintaining a relatively constant level of some property within a predetermined range. I'm not gonna remember that. Do you have any other? Yeah, refers to maintaining a relatively constant level of some property within a predetermined range. Maintaining a relatively constant level. Maintaining a relatively constant level. I get the idea of homeostasis though. Yeah, like, kind of like you just kind of chill out and, like, you're just fine. Like, it's not too hot, it's not too cold. It's like the just right. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. His definitions are a little wacky, I can't say that. It did we, like, jump? Where is it? Oh, let me talk about, like, a whole lot of cancer stuff. Yeah, it's definitely, the way he puts our units together is way different. But, yeah. So, let me start here with, like, can't, oh, wait. Oh, wow. I can't believe a sneeze snuck up on me like that. But, it says cancer cells are abnormal cells that divide and grow uncontrollably. That one I did know before this class, so I'm actually not too rusty. Okay. It's almost common, it's not common at all. it's not. It's. I know. It's just okay. Okay, fine. So do you want me to sit here and recite all the time? Cancer cells are cells that divide uncontrollably? I think. Why you quiz me? Okay, I forgot the abnormal cell part, but like that one's implied because they divide uncontrollably and other cells divide controllably. I think. I don't. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. And the 3 common treatments for cancer. Okay. This one I've got down. I don't even really have to like read the notes. Yes, I did look. Okay. But I have this one down. They're super common. Chemotherapy, the radiation one, and then just the surgery. Yeah, because like they go in and they're like, oh, here's the cancer, and they go, and then they go and they snip out the little cancerous part. Yeah, because like the people with like the breast cancer, sometimes they go in and they go, all right, I'm gonna take this now, and then boom, you're down the boobie, I guess. But yeah, I think that's how that works. But then they have like this new like kill the cancer laser technology stuff. Yeah, radiation. Maybe that works. Oh yes. Okay, surgery is like the last option, I think. Yeah. Thank you. Gosh. Biology major you. Here I am coming with all my silly questions. Let's see. Oncology, the study of cancer. Okay, I knew that one, the study of cancer. I didn't know the name of it, but I do kind of have it memorized of the ology part, like being the study of, and the brute frick, I don't know. I sort of kind of have it down, like, yeah, see, you get what I'm trying to say. Yeah, because it was like it's the only like word that we've been introduced, like with the study of, an ology-ish word, so I think I should get this one down. I kind of work where it's like, when studying for vocabulary and stuff, where it's like, oh, I've seen this word recently, that must be it. Which only works when there's one type of that word. Now, if we had like oncology and like I don't know, fishology. No, I don't want to use psychology because that one's easy. Because I already know that. You're missing the point. I'm saying that I will definitely be able to recognize oncology on the exam. Okay. Metastasis. The movement of cancer cells from the primary site to another location in the body. Metastasis. The movement from the primary site to another site. So if you get cancer in your foot, it goes up to your leg. Or if you get cancer in your finger and it moves up to the palm of your hand, yeah, that's a big enough move. You just lost this much more hand, but just only lost a finger if it stayed up here. Metastasis. Where it goes from site 1 to site 2. Very bad. Don't want that. But sadly it happens. 90% of deaths resulting from cancer involve metastasis. Which, it's it's such it's a very high percentage. I never thought it was gonna be that high, but I'm not surprised. It's like it's almost about right, yeah. Like, cause that's how you reason with it. Like, where it's kind of like, okay, if you've said all this time, you're like, okay, the cancer's here, and you look away, and oh my gosh, it's moved, it's grown. Yeah. I think it's a terrible thing that happens, but that's why it's so bad. Gotta tell cancer to stop moving. But you never tried that one before. So I have like the little happy face and the little sad face for the benign tumor and for the malignant tumor. Now this one can still be a problem because if you have it like, I don't know, somewhere like where it's like pressing up against something, like on, you know, your brain for instance, it'll be really bad. But like, it's not cancerous and it won't like do stuff like move, so. Now, it's terrible if it's on your brain, but like maybe if you just have one like in a calf, it's not the worst. But yeah. And then, oh my gosh, I had no clue about this. Whenever he told us in class, I was literally like, wow, I had no clue this was happening. So, I swear, it's a tangent, but it's a good one. And I know we were both there. Okay, hold on, but it'll help me connect. So, like whenever he was telling us about like Henrietta Lacks and how like all of her, like she had like super cancer and like her cells would just never stop dividing, and they literally were like selling her stuff, but she didn't know. She was just like, okay, I went to, you know, go and get treated and wherever, and then they just couldn't treat me, and you know, the rest of her family had no clue that they were just holding on to her cells and like handing them out to other places to study on. And what's crazy is it was like one of those things where it's like everybody but the family knew. I know, and I'm just like, wow, that's crazy. And it's like you can still get your hands on like a pair of her cells and stuff. Yeah, like they still use them like now. They did eventually get compensation, but after so long, could you imagine like walking around and being like, oh wow, like that's like a part of my mom that they've been using and studying on and selling, and the family didn't even know. But yeah, HeLa cells. They even have their own special name. Okay. Metastasis. That is. No hints. I got it. The uncontrollable, like. Wait, no. Whenever they move from one location to another, 90% of cancer-related deaths go to metastasis. And what else? Common treatments are radiation therapy, chemo, radiation, those are different. Yeah. And surgery, let me see. Yeah, they are different. Wow. For a while I definitely was thinking of them as the same thing, but you know, I guess you learn you're wrong sooner rather than later. I definitely hope that I do well. But I think we finally finished up. Thankfully this time we didn't cover too much stuff that was in the textbook. But you know how it is. There will be another test coming up and then I will have to call you. I'm honestly so glad that you've been able to like to help me in this class. Gosh. Stop. You're so humble. You know you're like the smartest one in the class. Yeah. Oh, I feel like you're definitely the one that helped us on that 20-point curve. Yeah. It was that big for everyone else. You had no clue. See, that's proof. You didn't even notice a change to your grade. Everyone else was like, wow, I passed. But, you know, looking at the time, you should still have, you know, some time to have like other stuff to get done. I shouldn't have held you up too long. I will look over the notes before bed tonight and in the morning. That way I can memorize hormone definition, which is a regulatory messenger. See, I remembered. But yeah, thank you so much for coming over. Alright, have a good day.